To reiterate, my beliefs in this scenario is one thing: is that if you're in a relationship and you feel like you can't figure it out from this point, there's less hope than what it was before, and an option on the table is to leave and go somewhere else. The one thing you have to remember is that if you're not a perfect person, neither is the person you're with. You have to fix something to be with somebody else, no matter what. You have to work on yourself at some point in time. Why not work on it as a couple together for the best possible version of yourself? Give yourself 30 days at a time. Take that time and put your best foot forward and give that person the best version of yourself and vice versa. And let that work with inside yourself and make it become a habit 30 days at a time. It's not a lot of time. It's not a lot of effort in just being kind, courteous, loving. Put everything else aside. That's one thing we got to do. Put everything else aside. No matter whatever happened before that point, argument, fussing, fighting doesn't matter. At that point in time, this is day one. 30 days, best foot forward. And you repeat that process as God willing, as long as you may live.
And consider 30 days is not that long. You know how quickly you get to the first of the month? Trying to figure out how come it's time to pay the mortgage again. It is not that long. Like it is.
It's and like once that, you start to see the change, which you will, if two people are putting their best foot forward for 30 days, like-minded, equally yoked, working towards the same goal, it becomes an avalanche of positivity. Because at first it's tad bit hard, just a tad bit at first. As you see the positivity, you see the conversation getting lighter, the mood gets lighter, the intimacy, everything starts to move in that train in that same direction. It motivates you to push even harder for the next 30 days.
So I have this. Here's my appeal to the Neil's people, right? if you are considering divorce, if you're considering divorce, my appeal would be before you go down to the courthouse, just give it 30 days. That's 30 days. Before you go down there, just give it 30 days because you just don't know. Like, just please, because I don't like, I used to be so okay with people getting divorced. I'm like, I agree, getting divorced. Oh my God. But that was my headspace then, right? That was my headspace then because I was in this ugly place, right? Now when I hear that, it's like it breaks my heart for them.
Right.
Because it's like you're telling me somebody that you love is passing away.
Yeah.
Thing. Oh my God, I am so sorry to hear that. What can we do, right? And I think that if it was any advice I could give to anyone, if today is a day that you're like, you know what, I cannot personally look at you in your face anymore. You make me sick, whatever it is. Just sit back and take a deep breath for a second and just consider, can you wait 30 days to give it everything you have? Just pour into that person the way you want God to pour into you. And I almost guarantee that you will not be at the courthouse 30 days later.
That's good.
But it has to be on both sides of the spectrum. It can't be a one-sided thing.
No, sure. I'm not talking to a singular person. Hopefully I'm talking to a couple.
Yeah.
I hope.
So a whole lot of discipline.
Right. I consider and I hope that is the case. Because even if that is what it's a singular person, like Donnie said, maybe bring the idea to your spouse. Yes. And you have to lead by example. Sometimes you have to lead by example because Donnie had to lead by example with me because I wasn't willing to budge. And he was willing to like kind of humble himself to even bring the thought to me.
Wow.
So that would be my appeal.
It is great. I love it. The Neil's appeal.